In order to do that, you have to create a formula that will help the body to heal itself. Are y'all listening to me? That's what I have been preaching for 40 odd years, is that the body has to heal itself. God put an immune system in there. And if we keep that immune system strong, it has been proven that it will heal any disease. It'll stop any disease. That's high blood, diabetes, cancer, full-blown AIDS, even COVID can be stopped by the immune system if the immune system is strong. So after talking with them, he said, maybe we could collaborate, maybe we could come together on this. But he left and he went back to Japan. But guess what? Mr. Teo thought about that and he said, oh boy, I'm going. He followed Mr. Adias to Japan. He talked with him and said, hey, we want to be a part of it. They came together and the rest is history. They left all that they had started behind. They left millions of dollars. They just stopped and started all over with 3 formulas. And we're going to talk about those in just a little bit. But the bottom line is the story goes forward. This thing began to happen. So now they said, we need someone over here that's going to help make this happen. So they chose Mr. Arveda, okay? Mr. Arveda, they found him and they chose him simply because of what he had done. Mr. Arveda was literally an entrepreneur since he was a child. I mean, at 12 years old, he helped his mother form an educational facility and put it all together. Jose Manuel are Fortune 500 companies, and he had built $1 million businesses. He was a businessman extraordinaire. And so they chose him. And he said, I need someone, as the story unfolds, I need someone who can handle the islands in the Caribbean, because we need to take this to the United States and the world. And so he needed a chief sales and marketing officer that could handle that. And he remembered someone from years before, Dr. Helen Delahousse Clay, my daughter, okay? He literally knew that she was a multi-level marketing mogul. And multi-level marketing, a home-based business, was the way you have to take things into the United States, into the world, because that's the way they operate. That's the quickest way to get it done. And since he had such wonderful formulas, he said, this is the way we're going to do it. And what he did was he went and found Dr. Helen Delahousse Clay, and she became she was a best-selling author. She was the first woman to ever own a professional football team. She was a mother of 9, a great wife, a millionaire maker. She had helped 33 families to become first-time millionaires. That's right, y'all listening to me. She became the first African-American female chief sales and marketing officer for a multi-level company of this nature, of this size. She became the chief sales and marketing officer for Sanki Global USA. And then Dr. Arveda went on to hire people like Fabiola Hernandez, which is the international field educator, Christina Duque, which is the project manager, Lydia McKinnon, which is the sales manager. And then Dr. Helen Delahousse Clay said, well, we need a medical director. We need someone who can take these complicated products and explain them and can simplify it, and then can motivate individuals to why they work, how they work, and how they can make a business out of it. And guess what? She chose Dr. Franco Taylor. That's me, as the story goes forward, okay? And so we look at this thing and look at today, millions and millions of people have been laid off. And so as we get into that, let's talk a little bit about these formulas, since that's what I was brought into the company to do, was to explain these formulas. We're going to talk about one of them. It's called Inner 7. The Inner 7 is our actual minerals, all the minerals that the body needs, especially magnesium, and in a form where the body can readily accept them. All of our have what is called the nanotechnology. Listen to me, people. That means that they're so minuscule. They've been created to be so small that they can go straight through the blood-brain barrier, straight through the cell walls at the microcellular level, and go straight into the system. I have to drink because I talk for a living. Earlier, I did the UK, I did an hour program earlier this morning for them. And so I've been talking. I was talking until late last night. So here we go. Bottom line, the formulas literally do something. This Inner 7 literally goes into the body, and it goes in with this nanotechnology, okay? and it goes into the body and it starts revitalizing the bone structure. You know what I'm saying? Taking all these minerals that are needed into the body. And because of the nanotechnology, they get straight in. And what happens is we see the body begin to do what it's supposed to do. It's called Inner 7 because it helps the body to reach a pH of 7.5. That means that we're right on the baseline where we're supposed to be. It flushes out the system in the bloodstream. It causes the hormones, male and female, to be secreted and balanced the way that they should be. It's just a powerful piece to adding to our bloodstream, adding to our skeletal structure. That's the Inner 7. I'm not going to take a lot of time on the formulas today. You get back with the person that introduced you to this call, and you can find out more about these formulas. But the next one we want to talk about is called the Quinui. Quinui, basically the crow, is the chronological order of the working of the body, the clockwork of the body, and the Nui is night. It works at night. That's right, it works at night. And basically, I'm trying to get it up high enough to get it to stay there. But the bottom line is, it assists the bloodstream in doing some work at night while you're asleep. It has what is called thermogenesis, which helps the body to burn these starches and these sugars and these caramelized sticky fats that are in the bloodstream based on the food that you ate, okay? Because we don't eat quite like we ought to. But what it does is it causes the body to burn up these, it causes the mitochondria to beat, and it helps to burn up these fats and these sugars it burns them up in the stomach. They don't make it into the bloodstream. So you wake up in the morning, sugar your waistline going in and your energy level going up. Right. And getting a good night sleep. I think we've got somebody who's unmuted that needs to be muted. Thank you, thank you. By God's grace, the Quinui, again, works at night to burn those fats and sugars and starches up. So again, they're taken out of the system, not into the bloodstream. So what happens? You wake up with your body system balancing themselves. That's the Quinui. Powerful, powerful product. It too has the nanotechnology. And last but not least, well, we also have a formula that's called Hasaki. Let's see, I think I accidentally touched something there. Let's see if I can do what I've done. The Hasaki, which is our meal replacement, basically has 596 metabolites, goes into the body, assists the body in burning and getting the nutrition that's needed in the body. It works with the digestive tract, so the microbiome does what it's supposed to, another big word, but the bottom line is your guts working the way they're supposed to digest the food. It gives you an uptake of over 20% more protein in the body. Everybody's having trouble with protein, they think. Well, the Hasaki is designed to help with that. Powerful, powerful meal enhancement, not meal replacement, but it assists with your getting the nutrition and the stabilization of your gut in the body. Everybody talking about the gut. Well, that's the product for that. The formula is called Quinui, and it also has that nanotechnology, which helps it to go straight into the system. And last but not least is the Balage. The Balage basically is the flagship. It's the first formula that was designed, that was distributed and brought out to the people. Balage does a lot of things. Again, the nanotechnology straight into the system, straight into the blood-brain barrier to flush and cleanse and pull poisons and toxins out of the brain area so that you can think better. It causes the mitochondria, which is the largest organ of our body. It's a small organ, small cells, but it makes up 70% of our body structure. And what happens is when those batteries don't have the energy they need, and they're not pulsating and beating the way they should, we feel sick and tired of being sick and tired. But the Balage goes in, flushes, and begins to regenerate the mitochondria. When the mitochondria begins to beat, you start having energy again. Remember, life of the flesh is in the blood. That's Leviticus 17:11 in the scriptures. But it simply means that when you got good blood flow, you've got good life. And that's exactly what happens with the Balage. Again, it goes to all the cells. It gives the body what is called an internal shower. It flushes out the poisons and the toxins. And just like in your automobile, when there's sludge in the oil, when there's sludge in the carburetor, we don't have carburetors, we have fuel injectors. But when you get sludge in, it could be in the transmission. This sludge, dirt, stuff, if it's not taken out, if it's not cleansed out, the whole car, all the parts begin to slow down their ability to work. Same thing in your body. So when your kidney, your liver, and your gallbladder, the stomach, the bones, the brain, when all your organs get clogged all up, they don't work like they're supposed. You can't think like you're supposed to think. Your steps are not good. Your bones are. So with the inner seven and blood together, those bones get flushed out. They get cleansed. They get rebuilt, revitalized. We call it reverse recovering and restoring. So that begins to happen with the blage. But the blage does something else that's so powerful. Dr. Bahia Diaz knew that we needed something that would help that immune system. Remember, the immune system does the destruction of everything that doesn't belong. It does the killing, but we just need to help it. And these formulas, especially the blage, were designed to do that. So the blage causes the body to make millions and millions of white blood cells. It strengthens those blood cells, the leukocytes, the lymphocytes, the phagocytes, the natural killer cells. You've all probably heard of that. These are caused to be strong enough to go and fight whatever's in the body that doesn't belong, even in the case of COVID. As a matter of fact, there's white paper, look it up, white paper, scientifically approved systems that show that when they did actual research, when they did put together little situations where people came in and volunteered to literally take this and a placebo, they found that the blage in the system causes the system and the immune system to build to the point of almost 40, in some cases 50, 60% uptake, to where the body was actually just able to stop all viruses. The immune system was strong enough to reverse the onslaught, the forward movement of all viruses. That was influenza A, influenza B, that was gastroenteritis, and even SARS. SARS is the granddaddy of all coronaviruses and so forth. It is the top, and it simply means that we're talking about the body's ability to not be able to use your breathing apparatus. The COVID, like a wild animal, attacks your breathing, okay? And that's the same thing. So the COVID is doing that, but we found that the blage opened up so that this attacking of your respiratory system was stopped and halted almost 50, 60%, 40% definite uptake of the immune system. And it's proven on white paper that it was able to do that. So you've got a formula that's one of a kind. We're talking about ideas, okay? We're talking about Dr. Bahia ideas, okay? With an idea of a formula this powerful with the nanotechnology. Again, it also has over 300 metabolites that go into the system and assist the body to do what it needs to do. So again, formula is one of a kind that literally can help the body to reach a point where the immune system can fight off anything, including viruses. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So that's a powerful piece. But then, as I was about to say a minute ago, because of this virus thing a couple of years ago, millions of people were laid off. Each year it grew. In the last couple of years, millions of people, most people have been forced to stay at home. Some people are working from home. And there, once again, was the idea of Dr. Bahia Diaz. This could be the most powerful home-based business that has ever existed. Why? Because you have formulas that work for 100% of the people, 100% of the time. Why? Because they don't heal. They help the body to heal itself. In the last 2 years, I've been blessed to work with over 30 families with COVID. And most of them got well within 8 to 14 days, some as little as 3 to 5 days by taking the formulas, especially the blage. Some cases they took it twice, 3 times a day, but they got well with no long haulers. Are you listening to what I'm saying? 40 years I prayed that God would send a company that would take all of its millions and all of its research and put it into formulas like these that would help the body to do what? Heal itself. And 2 years ago, my daughter, Dr. Ellen Delahousse Clay, called me and said, Dad, I found the company. I was called by an individual that I met years ago, and I think this is the formula. This is the company that we've been looking for, because we've worked together in the past, $1 million company. We've been up, we've been down, but this was her answer, and it became my answer. And I'm telling you, this is powerful. Formulas that are one of a kind that don't exist anywhere else. So you can be proud of this. You can know that you have what everybody needs. So what about the Bible, the scripture that says the workman is worthy of his hire? So if you're going to tell people about this, you ought to be compensated. And so it is with our plan. There's a compensation plan that's second to none. I'm just telling you, you can actually have a home-based business and simply share this formula with individuals, and as they get better, you get paid. Can you beat that? There's like 40% compensation on your initial order, if you hear what I'm saying. Your first order, there's bonuses for cars. Last year, we were in Vegas, and I saw my other daughter, okay, Dr. Ruth Ann Lightbourne, receive this car bonus. Fantastic. First woman in America ever to do it, first person in America, distributor. And she was in a wheelchair. Y'all listening to me? This company has it so that there's no excuse for not being accepted, for being successful. They put it all in your hands. There's no excuse. You gotta be successful here. And then there's a global leadership pool where you can share in 9% of the actual profits of the company. So powerful. And most of all, I like to talk about the fact that this is a company where, well, I don't want to be a distributor. I don't want to sell. Well, there are people who do, but for most of you who don't, you can just simply get customers. Share this wonderful product with people, these wonderful formulas. Sanki, when you become a distributor, you actually get this share app, the Sanki share app on your phone. This becomes your whole business. You don't have to do anything. You can literally simply just push a button and send free product to people all around the world. It's called a sheet. It's a 4-day supply of all our 2 top formulas, the Belage and the Quinui. Actually, we have a 10-day situation that you can send a box with all 3 of the formulas and the Hasaki. I mean, they make it almost impossible for you to fail. But on this situation with the customers, you get 3 customers, and guess what? You get a product free. So you get enough customers, and Sanki will take care of your product for you. Are y'all listening to what I'm saying? Oh, it's so powerful. It's wonderful, folks. So again, you can get with the person that invited you to this call and find out more about the wonderful, wonderful compensation plan, the ability, and they're always increasing and giving to the distributors to help you. All kinds of classes, and you'll find all that out by getting with the person that invited you to the call. But again, we're talking about a company that literally has put together something for you where you cannot fail. You cannot fail. You cannot fail. In other words, we're talking about going out and reversing, recovering, and restoring the health and the wealth of the world. Now, I want to do something here at this point. I'm going to add this in. Let's look at just how we're helped with something like the Belage. You got to remember that your brain literally requires 1/3 of the nutrients that go into our bodies. And since we don't eat like we should, we got all this waste, all this garbage, all this putrefied food that we're putting in, all this processed food. And what the Belage does is it actually helps the body to remove some of these wastes and poisons, but then it sends nutrients straight through to the brain, where the brain begins to function. Your ability to remember starts coming back. The cognition, to put things together, to plan, to reason with the frontal lobe of the brain is helped because the Belage begins to do what? Reverse, recover, and restore the thinking and the thought process. Are y'all getting what I'm saying? This is a powerful, powerful tool. And as you begin to eat better, I tell you that all the time, even the WHO, the World Health Organization tells you that they suggest, they say we can't tell you what to do, but we suggest that you eat a plant-based diet. The Johns Hopkins nutritionists tell you that since the food on the planet is not as good as it used to be, then you need to get a plant-based supplementation, the best. And that's why I'm saying that Sanki has the best because of the way it was put together. Because as this story rolls near an end, because of the fact that it has the nanotechnology, which makes it small enough to get into the cells of the body and begin to work like it's supposed to work, to cause the body to do the things that it's supposed to do. Again, you've got the Quinui that's going to help your body to burn the fats and the sugars. Where do the fats and the sugars come from? Well, they come from the food we eat. We eat a lot of animal products, and we're not saying that you can't eat animal products. We just simply say that we eat so much of that, so many different types and varieties of animal products, and all animal products have what? Cholesterol. That cholesterol is that greasy, caramelized, pasty, sticky, gummy fat in the body that clogs up our arteries, clogs up our veins, and that sets us up. High blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes, and even diabetes. Let me tell you about that, folks. Diabetes. Why is it so important that you have a formula like quinui with diabetes? Simply because most folks think that diabetes is caused by what? Too much sugar, because it's called sugar diabetes. But that is not true. That is not true. Listen, write this down. A university medicine, the University of Detroit Department of Medicine did a little survey. They did a little something. They put together a situation where they took 20 strong, young, strapping athletes in their early 20s, and they put them on a diet. They put them on a 65% fat diet. Listen to me carefully, and you'll see why I'm bringing it. 65% is a lot of fat. That's the diet. It's called the standard American diet. Get it? SAD, SAD. It's the SAD diet. And this diet at 65% fat, that means you got 15, 7, 8, 9, 10 hot wings. You got a steak and a half. You got 3 pork chops. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Lots and lots and lots and lots of meat and fat, and lots of eggs and so forth. Not saying anything is wrong with it, but it's too much that's causing the problem. Tastes great, but it has with it something side effect, and that's what you got to look at, the cholesterol. And so they put them on this diet in 12 weeks. Listen to me carefully. In 12 weeks, every one of these 20 young, strapping young men were diabetics. Not because they were falling over having diabetic comas, but because their numbers said that they were not diabetic. Are you listening to me? So they said, let's make sure that we found something real. Let's try another group. So they took another group and they carried them through. They put them on a 15% fat diet. What did I say? 15%. And in that 15% diet, they did something else. They gave them 1 pound. Did you hear what I said? 1 pound of sugar every day. They put them on a 15% or a low-fat diet. That's the diet that I'm on. Most of my fat comes from avocados or from nuts. But they put them on this 15% fat diet, gave them a pound of sugar a day. Now, you would think that with a pound of sugar a day, all of them would be diabetics in a short space. But in 12 weeks, the same amount of time that it took for the ones on the 65% diet to become what? Diabetics. In 12 weeks, guess how many of these young men on the 15% fat diet became diabetes, even with the pound of sugar? You got it. Not a one. Not one. So they carried it on further 6 months. And guess what? Not a one. So what they found out was that they could not make an individual into a diabetic if they were on a low-fat diet, even if they gave them a pound of sugar a day. So what is that saying? It's saying that it wasn't the sugar that was causing the diabetes to form in the first place. I'm not saying that sugar is not bad for a diabetic, but it's not the main causative factor. They found out that it was what? It was the cholesterol. Let me show you what happened. When sugar goes into the body, the brain tells the pancreas, secrete me some insulin and send it to the place where the sugar needs to be broken down. And so that's what happens. The sugar enters the body and the pancreas sends insulin, and the insulin goes to the site where the sugar is. Now, at every site in the body, it has something called insulin receptors. It's sort of like the receptacle in your wall. It's built so that when you stick the extension cord in, or the equipment or whatever, when you stick it in, it fits. It's a receptor. And so the same thing happens in your body. There's receptors for this insulin. So when the insulin got to the place where it could go in and break down the sugar, it couldn't get in because something had covered up the receptors. Guess what it was? Cholesterol. It was grease. It was fat from the animals and other products loaded with fat that had been eaten. So they found out that the main causative factor of diabetes was not sugar, but it was fat. It was grease. So we know that fat and grease, cholesterol in the arteries keep the blood from flowing through, and it sets us up for high blood artery problems, atherosclerosis, heart attacks, strokes, aneurysm. All that comes from too much cholesterol in the body. I know salt has a bit to do with it, alcohol, but the main causative factor is clogging up those arteries so that the blood can't get through. And again, that's where the quinui comes in. because it helps to eat up that fat, eat up the starches and the sugars and so forth that coat and cover up. But again, the problem with the diabetes was that the insulin could not get into the insulin receptors because it was covered up with grease. So you got diabetes, you need quinine. Are you listening to me? That's a powerful, 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 powerful piece. I hope y'all are getting that. Again, Dr. Bahi ideas, okay, he was given many, many years ago in a land far, far away. This powerful scientist was given a vision of what would take place in the future without formulas such as this. And he spent 40 years putting them together. And then you have individuals like Mr. Alejandro Teo, the Muller brothers, then Mr. Arvita, who sat and said, okay, we agree with him. We gave up everything and we started fresh with this powerful, powerful formulation. How do we take it to the world? We've got to do it in such a way that they can use it. So we put it and wrap it in this package called home-based business, folks. So this is the opportunity for you. I'm telling you, you've got to become a part of this because you can stay at home even during this time of COVID. Some of you may have lost your job. Here's an opportunity. First of all, you need to use these formulas. You've got to use them. You've got to get them in your hand. Get with the person that invited you to this call and see how you can quickly get these formulas and get started on them. You'll never ever put them down. 2 years ago, when I became a part of Sanki, I took my first barrage at a meeting down in Mexico. And guess what? I'm sorry, a meeting down in Florida. And guess what? Never looked back. Every day from then until now, 2 years, I've taken the barrage or one of the other forms, but definitely the barrage. My wife has done the same. And my 2 sons have done the same. Are you listening to what I'm saying? And because of that, we have a health that is just unreal. I'm 72, about to turn 73 soon, and just never felt like, hadn't felt like this in 40 years. Are y'all getting what I'm saying? We're talking about the formula of the future. The life, the health of the future is natural medicine, nutritional medicine. And the only company standing out in the front of the line is, of course, Sanki. That's why Sanki. That's why. Now, I hope that this story has meant something to you. I hope that you got something from this, and I hope you can see that this is the place where you got to be. If you don't go anywhere else, you got to come and become a part of Sanki, because here's an opportunity for you to get health and strength in your own body, for you to share it with your friends, with your family, and with the people that you meet out on the street, and at the same time receive a powerful compensation for doing it. I like to call it real adult money, not kiddie money, not chump change, but real adult money. That's what comes with giving to others what they need. Are y'all listening to me? That's how you become wealthy, is because by helping other people to become healthy. And that's what Sanki is all about, folks. We're all about you're getting well and helping others to do the same. You're getting wealthy and helping others to do the same. So what am I saying to you? I'm saying this is the place that you need to come to. And we're talking about Sanki Global USA. You need to get back with the person that invited you to this call and tell them how you can ask them how you can get started and how you can join with us as we go out and we do what? We help to reverse, to recover, and to restore the health and the wealth of the world. Folks, that was my story for today. Why would you become a part of Sanki? Simply because if you're going to join with any company, if you're going to become a part of any organization, you first have to look at how it was founded. What was it? What was the platform? The platform here just happened to be that a man looked and saw how he could help the world to have a healthier lifestyle. Secondly, you have to look at the people. What kind of people are they? Are they people who know what they're doing? What is their purpose for being here? Is it greed, or is it actually to help people? That's what are they talk-toable? I call it talk-toable. Those are my words, okay? Are they user-friendly? I know the owners. I know I've seen everybody personally except for Dr. Bahia Diaz, and I'm praying that will happen soon. I prayed to meet this gentleman or someone like him for 42 years now. In these last 2 years since I've known of him, I really prayed about it. So I'm telling you up front, I'm headed to Japan by hook or crook. If I have to fly, swim, whatever I have to do, I'm coming to see you, Dr. Bahia Diaz. I mean, this is my life's desire is to be there, and it's going to happen. But the bottom line is you have a company here, folks, bottom line, that is designed to help you be successful in your body, in your mind, and in your spirit. So I'm saying to you, find out how you can become a part of this business. And I tell you, distributors, you have a powerful, powerful piece. Everybody that you know wants to be a distributor, not just a customer, a distributor. Why would you say that, Dr. Franco? Simply because individuals that come into the organization with you, partner with you, literally ought to be distributors so they can get a better discount, over 40% discount. And in some cases, when they're going to share these formulas with others and others become customers, they're going to get free product. So it's 100%. Are y'all listening to me? So why wouldn't you want, you don't have to tell them they got to come in and go sell the world for them. They don't have to do that. They need to be a distributor so that they can get a better cost bottom line for the products that they're going to be getting and using themselves. And if somewhere down the way they decide they want to start a business, they already have the business. They can just start improving. Are you listening to me? This is a powerful piece. But again, I'm Dr. Franco Taylor. Get back with the person that invited you to this call. Find out how you can become a business owner. If you're not ready to really run it right now, get the business so that you have it. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And this is the most powerful formula out there, the most powerful company. Got the right people, right compensation, right formulas. Everything is the best of the best of the best. You can't lose with the stuff we use. So again, this is Dr. Franco Taylor telling you that 2 weeks from now, you can join me right here again as we get with Sanki success, the why and the science behind Sanki. Okay? The question was, why Sanki? Why now? And you listen to my story. I hope it made sense that Sanki is the place to be right now. And that's the answer to your why Sanki, why now. Thank you. And until the next time, this is Dr. Franco Taylor saying, I love you and may God bless. And I don't know.
Wow. Oh my God. As always, I'm sitting here like, woohoo. Dr. Franco, I absolutely always love to hear you, what you have to say, sharing the information. And I pray to God everybody had their pen and paper because you know you didn't remember anything he said if you didn't have your pen and paper to take it down. It's so, so very important. But guys, let me tell you something. I don't know about y'all, but one little special, so a little birdie told me, is happening. Listen. And the reason why I have to come on and tell you all about this, because he spoke about 4 products. He spoke about 4 products. He didn't speak about 10. He spoke about 4. So now they're saying if we purchase 4 products, whichever 4 products, we can get all of this. All of this. We can get a Balage, an Inner 7, and another Balage. What? Are y'all hearing me? And guess what? This is literally only between 1 and 7 Eastern today. Today. So 12 and 6 Central, you will be able to get this. Are you hearing me? Y'all got to put some 5s in the chat because y'all got to understand. Y'all can get all 4 products if y'all want and get a little extra to be able to give away, share, or, you know, be a little selfish and keep for yourself. You know, you the choice is actually yours. Okay. And listen, for all of the persons that are on this line, whether you're in the Americas, Canada, Caribbean market, whether Jamaica, Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados. Listen, because we spanning St. Lucia, we St. Kitts, we ain't all over the place in the Caribbean, okay? If you are anywhere, guess who beating us in little sales over here, guys? Colombia. Now, I ain't saying no friendly competition, but you know, when you get a little vying going on there, is, you know, build some momentum. So I just saying, if I were you, but I'm not, let's try beat Colombia, eh? Let's all try to beat Colombia because Colombia beating us. They whooping us. Listen, we got to make this happen. So I'm saying to you, literally from 12 to 6 Central today, and today only, because this special suddenly came up on my screen last night. I was like, what? Did I miss this? I had to do a 911 call. I said, man, y'all need to, people sleeping? Y'all can't do us like that. People sleeping. We need this promotion when people awake. So, you know, as the powers may be, you know, this is Sanki. Sanki is always amazing. They offered it again and they said, yes, we can do it. 12 p.m. Central to 6 p.m. Central tonight. So 1 to 7 tonight, we will have this special going on. So buy 4 products. So if your favorite products are Crenew and Balage, get 2 and 2. And then guess what? You still gonna have extra. You're gonna have your extra Balage and your Inner 7. Listen, I love this special because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy a way pile of Balage, and then I just will drink my Balage all day, every day, 3 and 4 packets per day. And I know people think I'm insane, but that's what helps me. You got to do, you got to hear what Dr. Franco always says. You are your physician first. You are your physician first. So you know what's going on with your body, and you have to let your body speak to you. It's very important to hear what your body says to you and follow through accordingly, you know. And I know some persons ask questions about MS and all this stuff. Listen, I have I hate to use the word disability, but it's worse than MS. It's actually a cousin of MS. It's neuromyelitis optica. These products work amazing on it because of the nervous system. I'm telling you, I'm not asking you. It's helped my core, and I have another lady down in Andros that has MS, and she uses the products. She says it's amazing. She uses the Balage, the Inner 7. She actually uses all 4. Initially, she was just using the Balage. Now she's on Balage, Inner 7, Crenu, and the Hasaki. They really assist guys with the overall body health. You have to understand this is a system, and it is a formula system. So yes, we can get 1 and 2 products, but if you get the full formula, it literally runs the entire body and puts it where it needs to be. And then, guys, I want to let you know that, listen, some things could be happening around Sanki. You got the CSMO herself, and you got Miss Lydia and Miss Fabi. They could be doing these scanner parties. Y'all ever heard of a scanner party? Listen, people could be lined up. I know why Dr. Franco don't have people line up in his office right now for the scanner party, but this is his day of actual rest. You understand? But I'm telling you, scanner parties, people can be lined up. We are going to make a difference. We are going to, once again, do a blue ocean strategy. We are going to create a lane all on our own. We ain't just going to have tea parties and this party and that. Listen, you come in, we can scan your bed and show you what we can see and show you what a Balage can do in 20 minutes or less. Do you hear me? So we are going to be having scanner parties, and these parties are going to span. We have Miss Fabiola and Dr. Helen that are literally going to be going from Bahamas, Jamaica, California, Georgia, Florida, Dominican Republic, all over to do these scanner parties and to show us how easy and duplicatable it will be for us to do the same. Y'all have to understand, y'all got to get on board. And of course, Sanki, as always, man, they be doing a little TV and radio. What company you know is doing TV and radio? Look at that scanner. You see that scanner that Dr. Franco is holding up? Let me just pin him on the video. Hold on, let me pin you. Hold on. So you see that scanner? That's the scanner right there. People walking in. I don't know if y'all saw the video in the Vision group where Dr. Helen posted, where people were lined up as they entered. What was going on? They were getting scanned on their finger bed so that we can show them what we got. So we proven to you, guess what? Our things work. So by the end of the evening, what do you think they can do? You think they can leave there and tell you, oh no, I don't need that. After you done show them that the parasites moving through their blood, the placation and all this different stuff happening. And then in 20 minutes, you can show where it's dissipating and moving and the parasites running. Come on, guys. The sales will be out of the roof. And yeah, when we, you know, I always love Queen Bev. Queen Bev always says, you know, people always scared to talk about sales. Listen, either you're a buyer or a seller, one or the two. And sales, if we didn't have salespersons, man, this world would just go down to nothing. When Dr. Franco has a patient, guess what? He has to sell his products to them to make sure that they get better. Doctors is be selling to us every day. So why we don't want to sell? Listen, guys, all I telling y'all, step up to the picture and remember, guess what? Our points going up, you know, to that 20%, we get a little bit more points. So when you want to build your organization and stuff, man, you got little points getting there. When you get the more points, guess what? More money. Yes, I said it. More money, more sales, more money, more points. Man, what more we want? What more could we want? And we have a company that supports us. Listen, in some of my other organizations and businesses, I never knew the CEO. I never knew nobody. You heard what Dr. Franco said? He's touched everybody, but Dr. Behe Diaz. And if we had the opportunity to go to Mexico this last time, guess who we would have touched? Dr. Behe Diaz, because he was there. Do you understand me? So my point is, we are able to touch the people here. They show us who they are on a daily basis. They work hard for us, guys. And they are making sure that only thing that we can do is win. Only thing that we can do is win. And yes, Miss Brackett, we're going to have them scanning parties. And yes, Edith, prayerfully, we will have a scanner party in Freeport. Yes, and the points are going up. So I want to say to you guys, thank you so much for getting on. And of course, you know, we got Miss Lydia out there. And I love Miss Lydia because listen what she can be doing. She's going to be showing us the money this coming Tuesday at 9 p.m. So I cannot wait for her to break down that compensation plan, guys. Yo, what does Dr. Ruth Ann always tell you? We already have amazing products. We ain't got to worry about the formulations. We ain't got to worry what goes into it. But if you don't know your compensation plan, you don't know your business. So you better, if you want to be in Sanki as a business, you need to get your entire team on that call on Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Because listen, the amazing Lydia McKinney is going to be breaking it down. How do you make money in Sanki Global? And you're going to need to be there if Sanki Global is your choice of business. Now, if you just want to use the products, like Dr. Franco said, become a member, do it and make sure that it's happening, because that's going to be what you need. And listen to me. We also have those opportunity calls that also have a little bit of training. If those leaders then have an opportunity to share some training with you, and that is on, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to give the wrong times and dates, but it's Monday, Thursday, Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. So yes, guys, you're going to want to be on that. And we have some TVs and interviews happening starting next week. So when you see those links drop, send them out to your people so that they could get on, whether it's a radio announcement or radio commercial or radio interview and TV interview that they can see. And you can capture it for them and they can, you can share it. And that's how you're going to do it. Stories, sell, guys, facts, tell. And we can tell you as many facts as possible, but if people hear these testimonies that are out there, you're going to be blown away. And remember, every single Tuesday, we actually have the microbiome call, and that's whatmakesmehuman.com. But please remember, corporate is working for us. They're out there working for us, making sure that we can win. They are making sure that we can win and that we don't have any excuses at all. So I want to say thank you, Dr. Franco, once again for being on. We've missed you, guys. And so you will be here again on the 4th Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, right? 4th, 2nd, and 4th. Okay. So we'll see you again on the 4th Saturday. So guys, we got to create a habit. We got to create a routine to make sure that we know our business, because that's key. Like, you have to remember, get into your back office every day. Am I checking my digital kit? Have I learned something new about Sanki today? Have I gone in my app? What's in my app? What are the different videos in my app? Well, how do I share a video? How do I do an email campaign? How do I do a social media campaign? All of this is there in our app. All of this is there for Sanki, and they're giving this to us. But if we don't take advantage of it, guys, we can't say that we're not winning. Like, you can't say you're not winning when you should be. So I want to say thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much for getting on. And no, I did a mistake. I made a mistake. There is no call tomorrow night at 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. Central. But guys, please, if that call is necessary, tell corporate and they'll make it happen. That's one thing about them. If it's the need of the field, they'll make it happen. So I want to say thank you again so much, Dr. Franco, for getting on. We appreciate you as always. And like I said, guys, you will see Dr. Franco here again on the 4th Saturday of the month. So get your guests on. Don't let them miss it. And remember, once again, corporate is here to work for us. Scanner parties are on their way. Make your business fun and light, because that's what people want in the world. They don't need any more heaviness that's happening right now. So scanner parties, make your business fun and light. Know your compensation plan. Remember, Tuesday, the amazing Lydia McKinney will be on sharing that compensation plan. That's your business. You gotta know it. And remember, it starts now. We're 5 minutes in. One more, 55 more minutes, and it will start the sale for 4 items, and you will get the 2 Bellage and an inner 7 for free. You buy 4, get 3 for free. So guys, please get on. And I look forward to seeing you again, Dr. Franco. I can't wait. So thank you. And have an amazing day. And I think that's about it. So let's get started. Get those sales in. And let's beat Colombia. Don't tell Colombia I tell you that. So thank you so much, guys. Have an amazing Saturday. And go and share Sanki with the world. Let people know what you got. You know, go on those fields with all those kids that are out there exercising. Let them know, man, you need some Balaj in your system. You know, all the kids are getting back face to face. Get kids to drink Balaj instead of cocoa milk and hot chocolate and all that stuff. Let them drink Balaj in the morning. So with that being said, thank you so much, Dr. Franco. Appreciate you as always. Our CSMO, I know you're out there. I know you're always watching to then give critique and make sure that I get better at what I do. And I know Mr. Avita is probably hiding in the shadows. So kudos to you, Mr. Avita. And kudos to every single person that took time out of their busy schedule to get on this morning. And we just want to say, please be reminded, 4th Saturday, Dr. Franco will be right back here, same link, same time, and we would love to have you. Oh, and Mava is throwing the competition out there and saying, hey, Colombia, Canada will be out there soon in the house. Yes, Canada, you will be, and you'll be competing. And then we're going to have to say, Lord, we got to beat Canada, Lord. And how many million people y'all got? I don't even want to know. But so thank you. Y'all have an amazing, fantastic, phenomenal Saturday. Bye-bye, my friends.